the training, the message for today, and then we'll go into Q&A afterwards. So, as you guys know, I work with all of you guys specifically one-on-one. For some reason, I can't seem to get my fitness nutrition clients on here, so I have to work on that, but maybe I should do something different. I don't know. But all of you guys I have talked to one-on-one within the last month, at least, if not the last week. And when it comes to two different aspects, so when it comes to your business and when it comes to your fitness, both parts, I'm going to relate it mainly to business here. First and foremost is that all of you guys aren't going nearly hard enough, right? I'm telling everyone to go harder, 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 harder. Oh man's like, I'm reaching out to more people. Memo's like, I need to reach out to more people. Everyone's like that. The only time that you're going to be able to really break out of the lifestyle that you're in right now, the kind of frequency, the plateau that you're at right now in your finances, in your lifestyle, in your business, in your mindset, and all these different aspects, is the moment that you really are you make a decision to break that and to say, I'm no longer going to stay in this position, because you're just really comfortable with where you're at, and you're taking just enough. Like, I'm going to send just enough DMs, I'm going to do just enough workouts, whatever it is, everything's just enough, or I'm going to do what I think I should do, versus doing as much as you possibly can handle, right? Pushing yourself to the limits. When you're pushing yourself to the limits and you do that consistently, not just for a sprint one day or 1 week, but you consistently do that day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, over the course of a 90-day period, I guarantee your business will take off. I guarantee you'll get a lot more clients, you'll get a lot more sales, a lot more calls booked, right? I have these calls with you guys, and you guys, are struggling to book a few calls, a week for the most part. And just yesterday, I did exactly what I'm preaching to you guys right now to do, and I booked 8 calls yesterday in one day, right? And you could argue skills, and you could argue you've been doing this longer. You can argue all these stupid things, but the main thing is I went harder, and I could probably have gone even harder and booked 10, right? I think the most calls I've ever booked in a day was 15, right? And so the moment it switches when you say, hey, I'm gonna sign up a client today, I'm gonna book 10 calls today, I'm gonna do as much as humanly possible today. And the same thing with fitness nutrition. I've had clients that they tell me they want a 6-pack, but they'll never get a 6-pack because they don't want it bad enough, because it's actually hard to get a 6-pack. And especially if you've never obtained one before, if you never had one before and you want a 6-pack, bro, you need to stop playing around, because you are at the level that you never obtained so much money, so much clients, a 6-pack, whatever it is your goal is. You never obtained it in your entire life. You're literally going to have to become a new person, new activities, new mindset, new actions, new everything, to be able to hit the next level. And until you make the decision that you're willing to sacrifice yourself, everything it takes, right? You'll just stay in the same position you're in right now, because change just happens in life, but growth is forced. It's intentional. You have to really grind to make it happen, right? So all of you guys, especially when it comes to your business right now, you guys aren't doing nearly enough, right? And especially if it's fitness, this is the hardest time of the year for fitness, and just in any industry really right now, because it's the holidays. People are typically less inclined to spend their money because they Christmas and Thanksgiving or stupid stuff like that, right? So but that's fine, that actually doesn't matter, because what matters is, oh, you need to go harder. This is the time to level up more than ever, right? So that's just a common theme that I've seen right now recently with all of my clients and the conversations I've been having. It's just that people need to go harder. They talk the talk. They say they want to make X amount of money. They say they want to get clients. They say they want to build a business, but their actions show comfortability. Their actions show fear-based mindset. Their actions show it doesn't really matter if I accomplish my goal or not. Versus somebody that says, "This is my goal. I'm going to die and make this happen. Like I'm literally going to leave it all on the table. I'm making this happen and going after it." Right now, I don't see that type of energy from any of you guys. Any of you guys, I don't see that type of energy. Like Paul, for example, Paul, I know he's got his big and we're gonna work together, brother. I love you, man. But he's got his big assignment right now for his job. But he told me this is going to be the last year that I'm going to work at this job. That's what he told me. Now, this message here today is that's what he says. That's his aspirations, his ambition. But the amount of action and what's going to be required for him to go so hard on his fitness coaching business that he's going to make enough money in the next year to be able to quit his job finally is really going to show if he truly means what he says. Because it's easy to say it, it's actually really hard to do it, right? But everyone has that aspiration, but we already know it's easy to dream, it's hard to create it, make it actually happen, right? So that's just a little motivation for you guys. You have to have a reason enough to run towards something, and then you have to have a reason to run away from where you're at right now. And so you got to go hard. Like right now, I literally made a conscious decision. If you guys saw my YouTube video, got a little popping. I guess some people shared it or whatever because it got like 4 times as many views as a normal one. That yesterday or 2 days ago, by a video on how to bounce back from failure, right? Because I had some recent personal issues happen, some failures and some struggles. And I literally said, it's a mindset. Like I'm literally making the conscious decision. This is going to be the fuel and the ignite the flame within myself to level up in every single area more than I've ever leveled up before. Right. And so it's a conscious decision, and it's momentum, it's motivation that you need, and you need to really move that forward. Right. So hope this message for you guys just motivates you a little bit more to just push on the throttle harder and to raise your standards and to stop settling for less and being comfortable and really challenge yourself to grow and to push yourself harder so you can actually reach your goals faster. And there's no reason to set a goal and not accomplish it, right? You need to realize if you're setting goals and not accomplishing them, you're full of crap. So stop setting goals or set smaller goals, because you're setting big goals and you're not accomplishing them. You're full of crap. So if you're going to set a goal, do everything it takes, and most likely you will be able to accomplish your goal for the most part, if it's reasonable, if it's a smart goal, right? Cool. With that being said, guys, Q&A, based off that topic, based off anything, business, mindset, fitness, nutrition, spiritual, whatever it may be, quite Q&A right now.
Hey, to add to that goal, what I just did with that statement, I joined the NBK project, guys. So you just got to keep grinding.
Yes, sir. Paul's been really leveling up since I met him about 4 months ago in June or something. Yeah, he's been, he's worked his whole life in IT, and he's been going after it, going from event to event and joining up for all these different things, which is a huge thing. So yeah, really proud of you, bro.
Amen. Thanks, guys.
Keep that moment.
Got this together.
Yes, sir. And after this thing with your job, bro, we're gonna get you pushing really hard for the business. There's no point in hiring coaches, reading books, going to programs, going to events if you're not applying it. Like right now, I literally have 2 programs. One that costs $15K that I have access to, that I have to go through, and then I have another one with my current mentor with a whole bunch of modules. I've only gone through a little bit of them, so I have a lot of content to consume. Then I'm talking to another coach that I might sign up with, but I'm not signing up with him right now because I literally don't have enough time to consume and then apply. There needs to be a balance between like consume, apply. Like you go to one event, you apply. Okay, now it's time to go to another event. Or you have one coach, apply. Okay, boom. And like you don't want to have like go to 15 events or read 15 books or have four different coaches and this and that, and you're literally not being able to apply as much as you're getting inputted. You have to have input and then you have to have output, right? So we got to get Paul to go do some more output because he's been doing a lot of input lately, and that's awesome. That's half the battle, but the other half the battle is what you're going to do with the information you've gained.
It's that jump start the fire.
Yes,
That
sir.
spark.
Fire.
Fire.
Cool. Q&A, guys. Questions?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump in then. Like right now off the top, like I don't have like a specific question, but like let's say you mentioned something about like the energy, not having that energy. So like how do you change that? Like when it comes to like having the right energy when it comes to your approach, like because like I know that like in sales, like your clients, your prospects feel your energy. Like how do you come up like with the right like you have that conviction, like having that conviction, having that, yeah, just the right energy for the
You know,
for the
I
prospect.
yeah, I mean, I truly believe that my program will that changes people's lives, right? It changed mine, so that's a high level of conviction, right? And like literally, um, when you talk to people, you kind of have to gauge where they're at, and really you can have that level of confidence, right? So you got to be living out your program. You got to be feeling good about yourself. So yeah, crushing workouts, waking up early, just crushing life, and then you live it, breathe it, and then that's your life changing program, you know. And so yeah, if you're talking to like let's say you skipped your workout, you ate a Twinkie and then you slept in this morning, of course you're not going to have the energy to be able to sell somebody on that. But if you crush your wake up time, you're crushing your nutrition, you're crushing your training, you can literally preach it about how good you feel and how much this changes your life. If you're speaking to somebody who's eating a Twinkie and sleeping in and this and that, right, or smoking or jacking or drinking or whatever they're doing, right, and then but the same thing is you got to keep in mind if you're talking to a successful dude that already trains, already is eating good, already is waking up early, why you have to be at a higher level than him for him to even consider even getting on a call with you or having a conversation with you or joining your program, right? So if he's at the same level of you or above you, there's that you might you obviously he doesn't want to work with you, he doesn't want to give you the time. So you got to have that gauge too. You want to look for people and try to gauge where they're at, you know. And so just because somebody's making money doesn't mean that they're disciplined or they have their habits and mindset right. I've worked with plenty of six-figure earners that didn't have their habits or their mindset right. But if they do have it right, then really you're gonna have trouble signing them up for your program unless you're at another level than them.
Yeah, because you have that aspect of like you're able to separate yourself from the majority of the people that are putting in the work. So you're saying that the actions, the massive actions that you were taking was the one that separated you from like the majority of the hustlers, right?
I'm saying if you have a goal and you're trying to achieve it, and you're not the only like you're not the only person that's trying to achieve that goal, right? Like you literally have to um go after it. Like you're playing on a sports team and you're going after the championship. What is that mentality? What is the effort? What is the practice level? What is the execution? You're a fighter. You're about to get in the ring. It's the UFC championship. Like you have to have a different level of mentality. And that's what it takes to accomplish your goals and greatness if you want to be above average or mediocrity, right? And so you're saying you have these goals. Well, that's the mentality you need. Peace out, all, man. Have a good one.
Take care, guys. Appreciate your time.
Later. Does that make sense, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
just go hard on the friggin' actions. The energy is gonna speak for itself once you truly do what needs to be done.
Yeah,
Got
bro.
it,
I'd say right now it's 90% action, 10% learning. Like I think that
Right.
a lot of time,
Okay.
a lot of times you're having, because it's like procrastination, asking too many questions, overthinking things, consuming too much content, reading, studying too much. A lot of it is procrastination, at least at the level that you're specifically at,
Got it.
right? Even me, like it's still 90% action, 10% learning to get.
Can I add to that? That's helped me, guys. So I had a disconnect from a lot of people that were bringing me down. And for example, like somebody wants to have his birthday party, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go celebrate my friend that is a high school mentality. His balloon birthday party when I can celebrate man's success and surround myself with you guys and just keep grinding.
Amen. Yeah, I mean, definitely don't be getting drunk on your birthday.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, man. Let's get wasted so we can't remember. We won't remember today.
And then let's continue the next day and go have brunch and spend hours and get wasted again in the morning. No, I'm not. Disconnect from those people.
Yeah.
Edit and eliminate these relationships. Help me a lot.
Yeah. You're gonna be able to level up. Cool. Any other questions, guys? If not, then this is really all that's needed to just go out and crush your goals even harder, right? It's just massive execution. Execution is what's required to reach your goals. You could have the greatest plan in the world, but if you don't execute, you're gonna get jack crap results. But you could have a half-ass plan, and if you execute it 120, you'll get way more results than somebody who has a perfect plan, right? And that's what it's about. So how much action, how much execution are you doing? And for you guys in business, how many people are you talking to? How many conversations? How many calls? How many proposals? Content? Like how hard are you going? For fitness, yeah, are you crushing those workouts? Are you following those macros? Are you checking in? Right? Like people don't check in, people don't like I have this one client. If you don't hit your macros to a T, don't expect to get ripped. You tell me you want a 6-pack, but if you're not hitting those macros to a T, you're not gonna get ripped. Paul, you want abs? You got to hit those macros to a T as soon as you get done with your job thingy. You got to lean meats. You got to cut the carbs, cut the fat, cut the bull crap, and you'll get those abs. Right?
I just did, bro, and it started to come in.
Yeah, you're going to get ripped and shredded. You're going to be the best testimonial I have yet. Same thing with all of you guys. I want testimonial videos about how I change your life and business, mindset, fitness, nutrition, whatever it may be. I want to hear. That's why I do what I do. It's not the money. And that's also another motivation. If your motivation is just for yourself, obviously you're not going to be motivated enough. Why do you want to do what you do? Like, why do you want to make this much money? Why do you want to reach this goal? Who is it going to benefit? Your girlfriend, your wife, your mother, your grandma, your dad, your brother, your sister, your clients. Dude, those testimonials, those transformation photos, that's what I live for when it comes to my business. Like that's what motivates me way more than the money. So I like having more of that. Right. So that's another motivation that's not selfish. It's self-actualization, right? It's transcending myself. It's about like service, right? Which is ministry. You're serving, right? You're giving your life to life, right? And so, yeah, that's what it's about, guys. Any other questions? All right. God bless you guys. I want you to crush this week. Check in on Sunday, tracking sheets, progress photos, whatever coaching program you're on. Make sure that you check in with me tomorrow and then message me if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll see you guys next week. Crush this week. All right. Make me proud. Crush your goals. Let's go.
Right on, bro. Let's go.
All right. Later. Peace out. God bless.
Bye.
Later.